Hey everyone, Skylinks, bringing you another Transformers video review. Today we'll be doing Maximal Cheetor. Now, Cheetor was one of the original Maximals on the Axon. He is quintessentially the Teen Bot. He's the youngest out of the Maximals. And like Hot Rod, he's very impatient. He rushes into battle. He's kind of cocky almost, and that's probably because he's the fastest Maximal. In his Transmetal 2 stage, he can actually reach up to Mach 2, which I believe is actually the fastest land Autobot or Maximal speed ever reached. But anyways, in this form at least, he's the fastest Maximal too. But unlike Hot Rod, he doesn't rush into battle to show off, but he does it more to prove something to Optimus. He views Optimus Primal as kind of a father, brother figure, big brother figure, more of a father figure, and he constantly wants to prove his worth to Optimus Primal. This, of course, gets him into a lot of trouble. I mean, a lot of trouble. But Optimus always forgives him. He coins Optimus Big Bot. He also has a close relationship with Tigatron, seeing that they're both catbots. He views Tigatron as more of a mentor than anything. And he also has a very close personal relationship with Airazor. He sees her as a sister-like figure because when she was brought online, she shared the same life energy of cheetors so that the operation could be done. The last thing about Cheetor's personality is he's very gullible. Rat Trap and Dinobot both sway him in the directions that they want him to. Anyways, throughout the series, Cheetor is the Jungle Patrol. He scouts and he recons for the team. Other than that, he really doesn't do too much. He's not a major player. He's a popular character, and he's one of the main characters, but he's not a major player. It's not until Beast Machine that he really starts to shine. And that's when he's fully grown up, and he's mature, and he's grown into what he is. And he actually takes lead of the Maximals. Not only when Optimus is there, but when he leaves, too, he becomes the Maximal leader. Okay, on to the figure itself. There's mainly 3 Cheetor figures. Of course, there's a lot more. Actually, technically there's 4, but there's the original. It's the Fox Kids issue. There's the 10th anniversary, which is what this is. And there is the Takara reissue. The reason why I'm doing the 10th anniversary is because I don't have the Fox Kids reissue. My original is broken, and I'll never buy another Takara Beast War toys after the ordeal I had with the Dinobot one, which I'll go over later. Anyway, color scheme is black dots and yellow base. He's a cheetah, so obviously he's going to look like a cheetah. The beast mode, detail-wise, it looks good. Let's give you a close-up on that. As you can see, he is detailed. He has the Maximal symbol right there. He does have green eyes. He is a detailed figure. But there are problems. If you look underneath here, he's very bulky. And I mean very bulky for a cat. This is due to his gun. But that's okay. The robot mode saves this figure. The beast mode I give a 6 out of 10. Just because the bulkiness of the figure and the fact the tail is very short, it just looks really oddly proportional. It doesn't look like a cat. I mean, it looks like a cat, but it looks like a really fucked up cat. Pardon my language. But anyways, let's move this back so I have room to transform him. So 6 out of 10 on the beast mode. And just to give you guys a thing on my rating, when I rate something, I rate the beast mode, I rate the robot mode, and then I rate the overall. The overall is not necessarily the sum of the 2 other scores, it's just overall, what do I think this figure's worth. Okay, so let's do the transformation. First thing is you take off this back section, which later turns into his gun. So, let's remove that. Next is you take off his bottom section here, which also turns into his gun. Hey, hey! Okay, now you take his legs and move them back. Now spread those suckers. Okay. Spin them at the knee and flip his feet out. We'll do that this side too. Spread them at the knee and flip his feet out. There we go. Next, you take the whole waist region and you spin it around. And that's the bottom section done. Front section or top section, you take the front legs of beast mode and flip them back. Like so. Next is you reach in here and you get the arms out. Now this is the, I don't want to say difficult part, but this is the part you just have to be careful about because you can break the figure. That's how I broke my original. So, that was when I was a kid. So, first flip this bottom section down, and then you can get into the arms better. It saves you a lot of hassle. Okay, let's see if I can get this one out. There we go. And last but not least, you take the beast head, spin it around, and flip it into place. And that's him in robot mode. Let me just do articulation first, and then I'll give you an overall view, and I'll show you his weapons. His shoulders are on ball joints, so they can be moved around. Elbows bend, knees bend, legs are on hips, head up. It can go down, but it can't look up, and it can move side to side. Articulation-wise, posability, he's pretty good. He is excellent articulation. As you can see, a homage to the Beast Wars, ball joints and hinge joints to the 9th million degree. He is quintessentially what the Beast War figure should be. And I'll go into that in a second, but let me just show you his weapons and I'll give you an overall view. This is his first weapon. This is my favorite of the two. It looks kind of like the weapon he used in the show. The problem with this weapon is this back part here is very long, so unless his arm is extended or you offset it, it'll push into his elbow. And the last weapon here is this tail weapon. You just flip this part back and it makes a rifle. I like how Cheetor comes with two weapons. This weapon also showed up in the show, but I think it only showed up in like 1 or 2 episodes. I know it showed up in Possessions, because I remember seeing him use it when they're attacking the dark side. So let me just get him into somewhat of a pose, or I'll offset his gun. Okay, overall view, here we go. The robot mode saves the figure. This is probably one of the best Beast War figures that there is. I'm honestly going to say that. With the exception of the feet, here, let me profile the feet. With the exception of the feet being off, that's the only problem with this robot mode, is the feet are off. Look at that. That is bigger than his back foot. It just looks weird. But the look is awesome. I love it. Cheetor is an example of awesome articulation, great transformation process, and overall balance of alt mode and robot mode. He is one of the Beast War figures that you should get. Actually, even though he's not my favorite character, I do like his character, but even though he's not my favorite and not my favorite Beast War toys, I suggest he's the first Beast War toy you get. Him and Rat Trap. Probably him. But he is an awesome figure. Actually, Waspinator was a good figure too. But he is an awesome figure. Let me just give you an overall view. This is back section. Anyways, yes, that's Cheetor. I'll give him a 9 out of 10. This is holding him back from a 10 out of 10. And it really is holding him back. So, 6 out of 10 on the Beast mode, 9 out of 10 on the Robot mode, but I will give him a 9 out of 10 overall. Anyways, this is Skylynx. I'm going to be signing out for now. I'm going to do my Tigatron review. So, until then, adios. Peace out.